Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Happy Juneteenth, happy Pride Month. I am going to be doing a anime review on the anime Michiko and Hatchin. Now, this is another anime show that I think is a hidden gem or it's underrated. And this one, like the last one, Carol and Tuesday, is heavily cultural and racial diversity. And of course, Shinichiro Watanabe did work on this, but he mostly worked on the music. Once again, I want to give a huge thank you to the Japanese creators who created the show, the character designs, and everything. Now that is what real representation should look like for black anime characters or people of color in general. Thank you so much for taking the time to actually take into consideration on how black anime characters should be portrayed in anime. I love that, so thank you so much to the creators. And let's get on with the review. Michiko and Hatchin is about a young girl named Hana. I'm not even going to try and pronounce her last name. Hana, who is adopted into this just evil ass, abusive, adopted family. And they only keep her around just to get a check, just to earn money. And the father and the mom and their two kids just treat her like total trash, like she's not even a human being. However, one day, all that changes when a woman by the name of Michiko Melandro, and she's the only character in anime that is half black and half Latino. Now it says that Michiko, from what I've researched, is a Brazilian woman, but she's obviously half Latino and half black woman, and she's the only character in anime that is half black and half Latino. She literally charges through their house through a window on a motorcycle and saves Hatchin from this abusive family lifestyle. Like she's only a child. She doesn't deserve that. And it pisses me off how they treat kids like they're not even human beings. So Michiko takes Hana with her, and together they go on this journey to find Hiroshi Moreno's, Hana's subsequent father, and Michiko's old lover. To be honest, he's just some horny ass fuckboy who was only using Michiko and using multiple other women. I'm not surprised he's a white guy either. So yeah, they go on this journey to find Hana's father, because when Michiko was in prison, she thought that he had died in a bus explosion a couple years ago. But he's not dead, he survived. And yeah, they go on this journey to find her father. They meet various different people. They go through various different things, and in episode 7 of the show, Michiko, she's with another man that isn't Hiroshi, but unlike Hiroshi, this man actually treats her like a human being. I mean, he said that he was in love with her, but y'all barely knew each other. His name is Bruno, and this happens in episode 7. If you haven't seen the show, I highly recommend you see it. It's pretty damn good. And no, this isn't some woman of color breaking out of prison to find her lover, her white lover. No, it's not like that. It's not like that at all. If you pay more attention to the show and what's really going on. Hatchin, she's more mature than Michiko. Michiko, despite the fact that she's the adult, she does kind of act like a child. you know, in some ways or another, they both need each other in a way, and they both teach each other something in a way. Now Michiko, she could do a lot better than Hiroshi, because, like, I don't like Hiroshi. He's my, besides the family, I think he's one of my other least favorite characters in this whole entire anime. Um, Also, Hatchin, she meets new people along the way. She meets a character named, I think, Rita. Rita is another black female character. Um, I don't like this character. Now, this anime, it is good. There is a little bit of just a little bit issue with the side characters. They pretty much portray Reba as like this young girl, but they portray her like she's an adult, like she's a grown adult woman flirting with older men. I'm like, this is highly inappropriate. Like, y'all are literally stereotyping this character. It's like, oh, she's black, but she's also a young girl acting like she's a grown adult woman. No, she's a child. You need to portray her as a child because that's who she is. She's a child. On top of that, she's flirting and having crushes on older men. Why is that? I don't know. Yeah. The side characters needed more development. And plus, we only see her in one episode. I felt like we should have saw more of her. This anime also talks about colorism. In this one episode, I forgot what it was, but this other chick who has the same name as Michiko, but these two look entirely different. This other chick, she's like, oh, Hana, your skin is so nice, and blah, blah, blah. She's disregarding the other kids, like, because of their skin complexion. Like, that's fucking colorism right there. That is the only show that I've seen to talk about that issue, and they heavily displayed it in this episode. Yeah, Michiko, she does end up, I guess, falling for this man named Bruno, but Bruno's married. The wife, something's wrong with her too. She's acting all nonchalant about it, like, oh, he does it all the time, like he doesn't care about me kind of thing, like he's cheated on her before in the past with other women. Like this is a game for them or something. First of all, Michiko, she's never even had an affair. Like I mean, I don't know what the hell's going on in this episode. Episode 7, I think, has to be my least favorite. I don't know. But the wife, she's acting like, oh, he cheats on me all the time. I'm used to this. If you're so unhappy together, get a damn divorce. It's called a divorce, woman. Get a divorce. Yeah. Bruno, he's over here acting like he's in love with Michiko, but are you? Or is it just an infatuation? No, bro. You're not in love. It's an infatuation. But Michiko and Hatchin, they end up leaving, and of course you have Michiko's childhood friend, Ansuko, but Michiko calls her Jumbo because that's a word for people with a darker skin complexion. She calls her Jumbo, or sometimes she'll call her Ansuko, and Ansuko's goal is literally to track her down and put her in prison. Because, again, Jumbo chose to be a cop, and Michiko, chose to, live the life of crime, so to speak. But, although she didn't have to go that route, now, I think there's some mixed feelings that Jumbo has about Michiko. I think she was in love with her at one point, but given the circumstances they grew up with, I don't think that would have been allowed. Although this show does have some LGBTQIA plus elements to it, we do see some characters that are LGBTQ in the show. So in the end, they do find Hiroshi and Hana. They leave. Michiko turns herself in to the police finally. Hatchin, she doesn't want her to go, but she does. A couple years later, Hana is a mom, a single mom. The father is obviously not around or just a deadbeat like Hiroshi. No surprise there. So she's a single mom. Although I think she would do a good job as a parent than her foster parents did in Hiroshi. And yeah. So she gets a package, like multiple packages, from Michiko. And guess what? Hana decides to go and find where Michiko is, and they meet up. Well, Hatchin finds Michiko on the exact same road that she was at when she was walking back home when she was a child. And guess what? She finds Michiko, and she's like, "All right, what are we gonna do next? Where are we gonna go next, Michiko? What's our next journey?" Because again, Michiko, she has escaped prison again, or she broke out, and so they're gonna go on another journey. I feel like they should have made a second season because the first season, I think, was only 22 or 23 episodes. This anime originally came out in 2008, but this didn't show up in the US and America until 2013, so the mid-2000s. I feel like they should have made a second season. I wanted to see more. Like, I wanted to see what was Hana going to do with Michiko now that she's an adult and she's a mom, a single parent. I don't know why they make characters like this, like deadbeat parents that don't care about their child, but you chose to have the child, or you got someone pregnant. Like, take responsibility, dude. You're not a fucking fuckboy or something. Like, grow the fuck up, grow a pair of balls. But I feel like they should have made a second season, because the end where Hana sees Michiko again, obviously she's escaped prison again, but she's like, "All right, Michiko, where are we gonna go next? What's our next journey?" And I believe she's gonna take her son with her also. So yeah, that's interesting. Alright guys, that was part 1 of this review. And I will see you guys in the next video, which is part 2. Part 2, I'm going to talk more about the cultural and racial diversity that this anime has. Once again, I would want to thank the Japanese creators for taking into consideration on what black anime characters should look like in anime. Thank you very much. I also want to thank Shinichiro Watanabe, because it's obvious he's very cultured. And yeah, just thank you guys so much. Like, this is what representation means to me. Not looking like the negative stereotype, whether it's cultural or racial. So, happy Pride Month and happy Juneteenth. And I'll see you in part 2.